Since most of the fire around this has died down, I would like to come back and revisit it because it's something that was a bit unsettling to watch. My name is Azehara and I'm your favorite half-black, half-Latino, transsexual, bisexual VTuber. I swear one day I will explain all of that. I would like to talk about Vshojo as a company from a marketing point of view. This might come to a surprise to many of you, but I actually have a degree in advertising, and despite never really working for an advertisement agency, I still want to use that background to explain some things that happen related to VTubing. As a disclaimer, I don't really care about Fruit.
Where's the fuck money, shithead?
Nor do I watch her content. And you could also say the same thing for many of the other Vshojo talents. But this has more to do with them streaming on Twitch and not because I despise them or anything. And I only use Twitch to watch Kirsch. Also, I don't really care to debunk or discuss the large list of allegations that have been made against Fruit. Nor this video is supposed to be a personal attack against her, nor the allegations that have been made against her. That said, I will cover some things that she did recently that might have created a problem for Vshojo as a company. Now, first, let's start with one of the most basic things every corporation should have, and that is a mission statement. So, what the hell is a mission statement? Simple. Mission statements are a formal summary of the aims and values of a company. Vshojo is on a mission to empower unique individuals. We believe in embracing ourselves without apology and believe in true connection through technology. The mission statement should be the guiding principle for all companies' actions. Additionally, a mission statement drives the marketing direction a brand has. And how do they do this? Simple. Brands create slogans that further help push the brand identity, and it helps communicate what makes the brand unique.
Finger licking good.
These slogans are often the most important element a brand has in the marketing world. In the case of Vshojo, is that they are the talent freedom company, and contrary to other corporations that are based around Japan or that follow more of a traditional idol-like structure, Vshojo is a company where the talents can say and do whatever they want. This also translates in them having rights to their IP, and this also means that they can discuss or they can be open about things that go on in their lives, especially things like their relationships and other personal details, which are not often discussed in the more traditional VTuber companies. Hell, their first talent is known for being the first VTuber that joined and performed in an adult streaming website. So in summary, you could say that a good slogan becomes a vital part of the brand identity. But what problems can arise when the company's actions go against the slogan?
Well, I'll tell you. Absolutely nothing.
Since the slogan is more than just a catchy phrase, it often reflects the core values and promises of a company. When the company itself fails to live up to its slogan, it could risk a damage to its reputation, and that means that customer trust in that company might go down. All of this applies to Vshojo, and basically the main point of me making this video. From what I remember, there have been two main instances of Vshojo directly going against their talent freedom slogan. The first one is back in late 2021. This was back when Nuu attempted to expose a scammer that was using a fake Vshojo email to get information on other VTubers that had applied to the company. But apparently Nuu realized that this was something that was going on, and he decided to make a video on it.
Someone is out there impersonating Vshojo, the massive VTuber group.
Despite Vshojo first cheering on what he had done, it seems that someone in management realized how incompetent the whole issue made the company look, because the scam had been taking place for multiple months, yet the company had never really mentioned it, or they never released a statement warning people that this could be going on. Instead of addressing this issue, it seems that the company decided it would be better that they just threw Nuu under the bus. And originally talents that had praised Nuu for exposing the scammer instantly flipped their opinions and condemned his actions. In the span of 24 hours, almost all of the talents in Vshojo had released a PR statement with which condemned Nuu for what he had done. And these statements all read the same, so we could imply that management was the one that came up with this PR statement. Not only this was the first time we saw that Vshojo had management, but we also saw that management being used to brand Nuu as a problematic person. Now, I would like to mention that, again, I don't really care about Nuu, and hell, I even find him extremely annoying, but I still think that Vshojo handled this in a very poor way. Back then, Vshojo and Nuu had a bunch of overlap when it comes to their communities, and a significant number of their viewers saw what the company did to him, and they decided to drop their support for them. There really wasn't any show of talent freedom when it came to this situation. Now, the second time Vshojo seemed to have gone against their slogan was more recently, and this is the one I want to highlight. On September 21, 2024, completely unprompted and out of left field, Fruit decided to drop a 90-page document containing chat messages with her ex-husband from conversations that happened back in 2018.
No one f***ing asked you, you f***ing sucker.
These are things that happened before she was even a VTuber. Shortly after her post went up, there were many VTubers, including many co-workers, that replied in a very supportive way. Many of them not really knowing about Fruit's past allegations that she had cheated on her husband while he was deployed in Afghanistan. Now, I won't really go into any details about this because I don't think they're relevant, but Depressed Nosagi made a video talking about them and several other allegations that have been made against Fruit, which have basically branded her as a controversial figure in Vtubing. And it is widely speculated that this video itself was the main reason why Fruit even decided to make this post. I don't think the video itself was meant to be an attack on her. It was just meant to highlight or show that why some people have a negative opinion of Fruit as a person and why some people consider her to be a controversial figure. Again, I'm not gonna make my comments on it. I don't really care. But if you are not aware of those allegations, I suggest you just watch the video and reach your own conclusions based on what is mentioned. I feel that the video is very fair and very impartial in the information it tries to relay to the viewer. So after the initial wave of support that the post got from people that probably didn't even know about the past allegations, the post itself started gaining a bunch of negative comments and replies because people took the post as some sort of justification for what she had done. Also, the post got shared so many times that it broke containment, so not only were people that were interested or related to VTubers knowing about the post, but also people from outside the audience got a peek into something that maybe they shouldn't even have gotten a peek into, since it's not something they often interacted with. So people that didn't even know about the allegations got exposed to them, since they saw all of the negative reactions the post got. The post even managed to grab the attention of people like Harmful Opinions and Asmongold, and they later created their own videos talking or discussing what was in the video. Many of the co-workers who have expressed support for Fruit got harassment because people, again, they assumed that the support they show Fruit was some sort of support for cheating on her husband. I believe that this was the moment where Vshojo as a company should have probably stepped in and should have told her to delete the post, because it was not only causing people to be hostile against her, but it was also causing people to be hostile against her co-workers and other people that are VTubers. One of her co-workers, Kayson, was probably the person who got the most hate for it. And Kayson is a huge streamer, and she had been one of the people that showed support for Fruit. And thanks to that support, people were attacking her and harassing her. And due to this hate she was getting, she decided to write another tweet clarifying that she didn't really know about the allegations and that she doesn't condone cheating, but Fruit has always been a good friend to her and she has always been nice. So that's why she had shown support for Fruit. Again, even if you support someone going through something doesn't mean you support everything they have to do. But I mean, this is social media and people just want to bitch and moan about everything. So what can you do? Anyways, many of the people that had attacked Kayson originally took this second tweet positively, but some hours later, it seems that Vshojo decided to tell Kayson to delete it. And why do we know this? Well, since Kayson is a very large VTuber and she has a massive following, people started noticing that she had deleted her post. Again, this was a post that people, or a good number of people that had actually been or had reacted negatively to her original post, they were more understanding about this second post. And that post itself had been archived by someone and it was getting shared, and people were asking what had actually happened and why she had deleted it. It seems that to further clarify the questions that were being that people were asking, Kayson decided to just mention that management had told her to delete it. And with this action, the company again was caught doing something that goes against their main slogan. And what made things worse in the eyes of many is that the original post Fruit had made, which led to all of this, it was still left up. So going back to the problems that arise from going against your slogan, we can easily see how the company telling Kayson to delete her post was basically a direct threat against the talent freedom that the company has been trying to preach for many years. Again, this is a slogan that the company even used when they try to market themselves in Japan. They used this on some posters. I believe it was Shibuya Station. This is a slogan that they have been using for multiple years, and now they're directly doing something that goes against that slogan. While I believe the idea that absolute freedom sounds great in paper, it's not something that's easy to uphold. Again, it's a very appealing concept to have because it's easy for customers to understand what it means, but from the company side, it's very hard to implement. I also think that Vshojo as a company needs to provide the illusion of freedom when it comes to the content they allow the talents to do, but I still think that they should probably crack down a bit on the way some of their talents use social media. So in conclusion, I think there have been situations where Vshojo's management has tried to intervene with something a talent has said or done, and this contradicts the brand's promise of talent freedom. These incidents not only risk damaging Vshojo's credibility, but they also can help distance fans and future potential talents that might want to join the company. Again, their big hook is talent freedom. He said it! He said it! And if a new talent wants to join a company and they believe that there really isn't talent freedom, they might not really want to join. To maintain the trust and uphold the brand identity, Vshojo needs to be more cautious about how they impose restrictions on their talents. They should also work to clarify what talent freedom means in practice. And the way they can do this is by just providing or being transparent about what guidelines they have, about what talent freedom means and what the talents can or can't do. That way it can help the fans and other talents understand where the line is drawn, and it can reduce the risk of any perceived hypocrisy whenever the company has to intervene with something a talent does. And I guess this is it for the video. I hope that the company watches this, or I hope people that might be in a similar position or people that are looking to grow or start a company might look into these issues and think about how they might affect them in the future. If you're like me babbling about academic crap, feel free to follow. I don't do these often, nor do I plan on doing them, but there is a trip coming and I will be absent from the channel for some time, and I need something to go up because I don't want the channel to die. Also, I'm planning to debut sometime around in January 2025. I know people that have been following me for a while have asked me when I'm going to debut, and that's the plan, January, so you can expect that, and that should be all for now.